Hey y'all, and welcome to Brawl. My name is Brian, and Greg Gutfeld just lowers the boom on Jessica Tarlov and gives an impassioned rant for the ages, particularly when it comes to the issues with illegal immigration. This is great. Let's dive in.
Now you say, oh, it's fine that their flights are just canceled?
No, I didn't say it's fine. I'm saying that Americans voted for it. That's the difference. I don't have to say it's fine. I'm just telling you the reality.
Did you vote to revoke birthright citizenship for the children of people who are here legally?
Do you understand what that means?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me about it. Tell me what birthright citizenship meant.
Well, I think when Donald Trump was talking about it and disparaging people who are here, he was talking about undocumented people who come and drop their anchor babies. He wasn't talking about people who are here on student visas, people who are here on H-1B visas.
You're always going to choose this weird exception.
No,
the fact is the system is being gamed. Americans voted for Donald Trump because they saw these systems, these institutions being gamed. The asylum issue, the birthright citizen issue, Title IX issues. Every single part of society was being gamed by the left. And finally, Americans got pushed too far. The point is, you don't have to like everything in the restaurant to like the restaurant. There are things, I go to a restaurant, I don't eat any seafood, but I like that restaurant because it's got steak. There are things that Trump will do that I will disagree with, but the entire package is as close as you're going to get to what Americans want. Trump is redefining basically what a human being can do in 24 hours. It's incredible. He did more in a day than Biden did in his damn career, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. He had 3 balls last night. That's 3 more than Adam Kinzinger. The guy hasn't slept in 2 days. I mean, the thing is, it's amazing. It's possible. It is possible. Donald Trump could complete his presidency in 3 months. Right. And then he could just say, you know what?
Is that a promise?
He goes, you know what, JD, you take it from here. I think I did everything I could do. It's incredible. And by the way, you brought up, and you said it was a good thing, the fact that, like, these people have to go back to work, but then you mentioned all these challenges they have. Well, welcome to America. Every single one of us has a challenge, but yet we come to work. I'm not going to pay for their porn addiction. If they want to sit home in front of Pornhub and go, I have chronic fatigue syndrome, you know what? Everybody in America could stay home because they have a sick loved one or a baby, but they aren't. They're coming to work. They should go. I'm glad that he got rid of the appointees. I need work around the house. I pay well.
Greg's hiring.
But I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. I got to bring up the Nazi hoax thing because we all know this is BS. And yet the media is redefining losing every single day. Day one, they say Elon Musk made a Nazi salute.
Right.
And I'm beginning to think, they know they're lying. So why are they doing this? Because they realize they cannot rebuild their credibility. They're like a fat guy on death row. What's the point in dieting? You're already dead.
Oh, Lord, I love Greg Gutfeld. Oh, man. He is probably a pain to work for, but you know what? I don't care. If I got the opportunity, I'd do it. Because that man is probably one of the funniest men on Fox News. And when it comes to the hoax surrounding Elon Musk, okay, let's be honest. Elon's a little odd. He has always been a memer. He has always loved to post jokes. That's how he got so popular to begin with. Probably a little on the spectrum. So he's doing something weird, and he did this, okay? A Nazi salute, those naughty boys from Germany back in the 1930s, that was a straight up, okay? The arm went straight parallel to your head and where you're looking. That's what that salute looks like. I'm sorry. I'm kind of into this stuff. I love World War II. I've got books on fascism, particularly the liberal kind, back when Jonah Goldberg actually knew what he was talking about. So yeah, I've studied this kind of stuff, and I know what's going on here. I've been to the camps. I've been to Sachsenhausen. I've been to Auschwitz, all 3 of the Auschwitz camps, for that matter, and was just stunned by the depth of and ability of people to just say, nope, you're not human, we're going to exterminate you. Okay? So for Elon Musk to do something in the similar vein, and he's doing it basically so people can freak out. And it worked to a charm. That is the whole point and purpose of wading in those waters. If you are triggered by this, congratulations, you got played. Okay? That's why he's doing this. That's why they're acting like this. That's why they make these jokes. It's so they can draw on the outrage. And the media will lap it up and then continue to feed that as gospel and truth. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just laughing in the corner of, look what we just made this guy do. A friend of mine once said, we had these things called class clowns, and they're the ones telling all the jokes and getting in trouble. But the class comedian is the one who convinces the class clown to do the stupid thing. All right? So we're all laughing in a corner over here, looking at your fake outrage. And what Greg said there right at the end, when it came to the mainstream media, they don't have much credibility left. They put all their chips into one basket and prayed that rich white liberals and their kids were going to save them. And the fact is, that's not enough to build a coalition. There's a reason why Donald Trump gained in the black community. There's a reason Donald Trump gained in the Latino community and in blue-collar workers. Blue-collar workers, one of the biggest unions, did not endorse a Democrat for like the first time in like 100 years. All because Democrats have abandoned that middle section. They've abandoned the center. They have moved to the left. They have catered to the crazy. Well, when you sow this kind of discord time and time again, eventually you're going to reap a whirlwind. So you have to be careful what you ask for. And so, as the media is out there just wagging its finger going, oh no, he shouldn't have done that. Remember, at this point, the ivory towers that they have been living in become prisons. And they are trapped in there now. We are outside with the pitchforks saying, you better not come out because we're tired of you tossing your bedpans over at us, and then you're saying that it's raining. Because that's what's been happening for the past 4 years. It's essentially they're peeing down our backs and calling it rain. All right, we're tired of it. The American people are tired of this nonsense. Now, the crazy thing is the fact that Kamala Harris got almost 75 million votes. I don't know how that is possible. Unless, of course, there's been an entire media empire running point for her and Joe Biden. At this point, the people who are outside that bubble look back and they're wondering just how small that place really is. There's a moment, and I think The Great Divorce, it's something by C.S. Lewis, but he notes as someone has finally made the choice to leave hell and enter heaven, as they grow as a person, they realize that hell is small. Small people are there, okay? And that's what these people have made for themselves. They have made for themselves a small little piece of one of the circles that Dante's Inferno talked about, and they wonder why the outside world is moving on. And now they're wallowing in there, basically with no capacity to change. That is an ultimate bless your heart kind of moment, because that's when you go, oh, these people need to be saved. Okay? This isn't coming from a religious perspective at all. I'm just using it as sort of a metaphor here. But these people need help. The people that have been in the mainstream media and continue to think that CNN is gospel, that Rachel Maddow knows what she's talking about, and that Jessica Tarlov might have a point, these people need help. Okay? So it's time to look at them and just have pity on them. And that's what good mercy should be teaching you here. Okay? That's what a good Episcopalian bishop would talk about in her address to a president, and not this weird nonsense about protecting this random sect of people. And I need to end on this, because I've waded in these waters too long. But there's this weird obsession, this teenager-like obsession with finding the one exception to the rule so you can throw out all the rules. Okay, the people who do this, they're on Reddit, they're on Tumblr, and they watch mainstream news outlets. They read the New York Times and consider it gospel because they're obsessed with the idea of finding that one exception to the rule so we can just throw out all the other rules. I'm sorry, that's just fundamentally stupid. It's like talking to a person and you're saying, well, generally Asians are short, but this person says, well, I know this really tall Asian. That's when you know you're not talking with an actual adult. You're talking with a mental midget. For just lack of a better phrase. They might be articulate, they might be able to walk and chew gum at the same time, but eventually, at some point, they're going to swim to the bottom of the pool and try to sniff the scratch and sniff sticker that the class comedian told the class clown to put on the bottom of the pool. Okay? We really need to bring back those kinds of jokes. And right now, we're laughing at a lot of people. And at some point, we're going to have pity on them. But until that time, Greg Gutfeld is out there just roasting Jessica Tarlov, and I'm loving it. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed that segment here on Politibrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Until then, y'all have a good one.